All right, Butch, reigning champions there. Just kind of recap the season for us and the crazy COVID year.
Probably don't have enough tape. First of all, we're just really proud of the team and everybody associated with the team, to how the team finished up. The way we played, I thought, in the championship game, and especially the first half, I thought the team was really, really good, which was kind of a accumulation of the year, I think. So you could just tell they had that inner drive. They weren't going to lose on the day. You could just see it. And, you do it long enough, you can pick up on little signs and stuff like that. And the warm-up before the game was absolutely fantastic. It was the best warm-up we've had all year. You could just see it was so sharp and clean and disciplined. And, wow, okay, so this could be a really special night, which it was. So, but we go back to the spring and you look at some of the decisions that we made before COVID in terms of starting the spring season earlier than we normally did that year, getting 4 or 5 spring games in before a lot of people got anything in, and then having the leadership upstairs here, Mr. McBroom and Dr. Windler, to forge ahead and deflect the criticism, locally and on campus and nationally, for being a front runner and trying to keep athletics alive during that period of time. They deserve all the credit for that. And I know just being around, it was pretty hairy at times. So that's the agent. So I guess the Tottenham deal's done. So just FYI. And just we preached all year about being flexible, and it's going to be day to day, and the kids sacrificed a lot, as being college kids. The lack of socializing, the lack of going out, the lack of hanging out with their friends, maintaining the social distancing and the masks, and at no time did we ever get any pushback from the players, So tribute to those guys, and then down from all the coaches, Coach Crowder and Coach Barton and the training staff with Bailey, they all worked their rear ends off to try to create the safest environment we could. And I think, going down the stretch, we didn't miss anybody because of restrictions or contract tracing or being sick. And that all goes back to the players of behaving and doing what was needed to be done to be successful. So they get all the credit for that.
Is this your hardest season yet, just because of the COVID restrictions?
It was hard in the sense it was long, because it felt like it just kept on going, and it was hard because of the stop and start and having to manipulate the training volume and intensity so you didn't damage your team and the players. I thought overall, looking back, we did a pretty good job of that, because going down in the spring season, we were really pretty healthy. We had a couple bumps and bruises, especially the last week where we sat some kids. Over Midwestern to give them an extra 3 or 4 days rest and stuff like that. And in retrospect, it was the right decision. I know we lost over there, but it's like reading the book of Art of War. You want to win the war, or you want to win the battle. We want to win the war, and that's what we did on that day on Monday night. So it was the best decision, and just really proud of the kids overall.
So what do you guys do now moving forward? So what you can do this summer, get you ready for the fall?
Yeah, it's just kind of one is to get the staff to recharge its batteries a little bit. And, sometimes you can have too much of something, so you want to make sure that you have that energy and drive when August comes around. So that's critical. The second is we need to fill a couple of spots and get a few new kids in here for recruiting, which we're working on right now. And, luckily for us, as of right now, today, it could change, but we only have one player that's leaving that has the eligibility to stay. So we got to try to find somebody that can fill those roles. But and now it's just making sure we get the right kid and the right need. And then we had a meeting today with them, just making sure they can finish strong on their academics, and told them to be ashamed to do what they've accomplished on the field, but then throw all seem to be bought into it, and we'll see. And I think, based on the grade reports, we're doing pretty well.